Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Nemesis, back on the Hunger Games.
I'm here too.
Back on the Hunger Games Simulator. Alright, so in this room we've got Nemesis Slayer, the Bloodstorm, Jesus Petra, and Jonathan Sperry. In this room we've got Damon Salvatore, Stefan Salvatore, Lord Saltzman, and Klaus. In this room 3 we've got Peter Hollins, Jonathan Young, Weird Al, and Brendan Urie. In District 4 we've got Skeet Ulrich, Paul Blart Markov, Nathan Stark, and Jack Carter. In District 5 we've got Stephen King, J.K. Rowling, Charles Jazz, and Crowley.
It's Stephen King.
Shut up. In District 6 we've got Norman Bates, Jennifer Aniston, Ed Sheeran, and Bruno Mars. In District 7 we've got Rumpelstiltskin, Ron Swanson, Post Malone, and Peter Capaldi. In District 8 we've got Will Smith, Gimli, Ben White, and Michael Scott. In District 9 we've got George Washington, Leslie Knope, Pam Beesly, and Alexander Hamilton. In District 10 we've got Kanye West, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Bill Nye, and Drake. In District 11 we've got King Rowan, Jim Halpert, Vince McMahon, and Andy Dwyer. And
You know what?
What?
King Rowan looks like Nathan Stark.
Is he? In District 12 we've got Thanos, Lincoln, Star-Lord, and Hellboy. As a tribute to stand on the podiums, the horn sounds. Paul Blart Markov and Neil deGrasse Tyson fight for bag. Paul Blart Markov gives up and retreats. Gimli grabs a backpack and retreats. The Bloodstorm is unable to convince Michael Scott to not kill him.
God damn it.
First death. Andy Dwyer runs away. Lloyd Saltzman runs away. Jesus Petra grabs a sword. Ed Sheeran takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. Peter Capaldi grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia. Zach McGowan.
No, not Dr. Virginia.
Rumpelstiltskin runs away. Jack Carter grabs his backpack and retreats.
I said not. Okay.
Jonathan Young runs away. Will Smith breaks Connie's nose for the bread. Damn it, why wasn't it? Breaks his neck. J.K. Rowling grabs his sword. Jonathan Sperry runs away. Jim Halpert runs away. Hellboy breaks Lincoln's nose for a basket of bread. Ben White runs into the cornucopia and hides. Skeet Ulrich grabs his sword. Thanos runs away. Brendan Urie rips out Crowley's heart and
Ed Quinn.
Damn it! Brendan Urie rips out Crowley's heart and crushes it. Post Malone runs away from the cornucopia. Alexander Hamilton runs away from the cornucopia. Nathan Stark runs away from the cornucopia. Leslie Knope runs away. Ron Swanson runs away. Jazzer runs away. Bruno Mars runs away. Weird Al finds both arrows in the quiver. Damon Salvatore runs into the cornucopia and hides. Vince McMahon accidentally steps on a landmine.
You're fired.
Peter Hollins runs away. Nemesis has a bottle of alcohol in a bag. Stephen King runs away. Klaus runs away. Drake runs away. George Washington runs away. Pam Beesly and Star-Lord fight for a bag. Pam Beesly gives up and retreats. Bill Nye and Norman Bates fight for a bag. Norman Bates gives up and retreats. Jennifer Aniston finds a bow, some arrows in the quiver. Stefan runs away. King Rowan grabs his backpack and retreats. Gimli receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Michael Scott attacks Drake, but he manages to escape. Star-Lord searches for firewood. Jonathan Young searches for firewood. Jim Halpert runs for other tributes. Lord Saltzman stalks Leslie. Stefan Salvatore suffocates Jesus Petra with the pillow. Wow, that's 2 of our teammates already dead. Neil deGrasse Tyson discovers the cave. J.K. Rowling, Hellboy, and Will Smith then fight. J.K. Rowling tries to because of both, but Will Smith. Lincoln practices archery. Nemesis wraps a flail chain around King Rowan's throat. He breaks his neck. Shit. George Washington's purple thumbs while picking berries. Stephen King runs away while receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Rumpelstiltskin injures himself. Klaus stabs Jennifer Aniston in the chest with a machete and pins her to a tree. Shit. Damn, Klaus. Kanye West picks flowers. Jonathan Sperry begs for Ben White to kill him. He's giving Jonathan Sperry alive. Sperry, don't beg for to get killed, you dumbass. You're supposed to be savage. Ed Sheeran searches for a water source. Peter Hollins scares Andy Dwyer off. Bill Nye discovers a cave. Thanos steals from Charles Jazzer while he isn't looking. Alexander Hamilton makes a wooden spear. Nathan Stark travels to higher ground. Bruno Mars practices his archery. Skeet Ulrich, Post Malone, Peter Capaldi, Pam Beesly, Norman Bates hunt for the tributes. Jack Carter's snare, Paul Blart Markov misses kills Damon and
God damn it.
I would have been fine with Paul Blart being killed, but Damon! Damn it, Carter! Ron Swanson explores the arena. Weird Al is perched on the throne for picking berries. Brendan Urie sees fresh food from an unknown sponsor. 9 cannons can be heard in the distance. The Bloodstorm, Crowley, Vince McMahon, Jesus Petra, Hellboy, Will Smith, King Rowan, Jennifer Aniston, and Damon. Damon died so fast. Neil deGrasse Tyson sets up camp for the night. Lord Saltzman stays awake all night. Rumpelstiltskin cooks his food by putting his fire out. Drake says close up villain Klaus Jonathan Fury. As I know.
God damn it!
Jesus Christ. The music industry is really against us.
I know. First Peter Pollins, now Drake.
Michael Scott receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Nathan Stark fans Post Malone, Pam Beasley, and Alexander Hamilton away from his fire. George Washington throws an axe into Danny Dwyer's skull.
Dude, so many people would like are dying.
Bruno Mars, Jack Carter, Peter Holland, and Thanos tell each other the ghost stories to lighten the mood. Popular Mall Cop loses sight of where he
Of course
is.
he does.
Ben White and Stephen King hold hands. Brendan Urie tackles Star-Lord to the ground and stabs him repeatedly.
Shit.
The Chris Pratts are dead.
Ah, shit.
Nemesis Slayer is working my nightmares. Jazza receives hatchet from an unknown sponsor. But I want to kill Skeet Owens with a hatchet!
No! Skeet!
Gimli and Norman Bates tell stories about themselves to each other. Lincoln is working my nightmares. Bill Nye turns Ed Sheeran into a vampire.
Bill Nye's a vampire? No!
Ron Swanson takes the first shift and does Kanye West start while he sleeps. J.K. Rowling receives an explosive from an
There's the
unknown
first of
sponsor.
the music industry dead.
Jonathan Young and Jim Halper huddle for warmth. Ward Allen and Stephen Salvatore sleep in shifts. One person runs over from Peter Holland. Norman Bates stabs Alex Osman in the neck with an arrow. He grabs the arrow and kicks Alex Osman back. He fires the arrow into his neck. Yeah, it's definitely the capital.
Yeah.
Charles has that overshots Lincoln and Drake talking in the distance. Brendan Urie diverts Peter Capaldi's attention from Hamilton at Brendan Urie. I'm here. Stephen King receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Michael Scott goes hunting. George Washington practices archery. Word out, sprains his ankle while running away from Pablo Mall Cop.
Uncle?
And attack Ron Swanson, but he manages to escape. Bill Nye, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Nemesis Slayer, Jonathan Young, and Ben White. I was supposed to be killing Jonathan Young. Stephen Salvatore receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor.
Hatchet. Not an explosive.
Damn it. Post Malone plucks fruit from a tree. Gimli steals from Pam Beasley while she isn't looking. Jim Halper stabs Thanos and death with his meat cleaver.
Top 10 characters that can kill Thanos, even without the Infinity Gauntlet. Even with the Infinity Gauntlet.
J.K. Rowling overhears Jack Carter and Nathan Stark talking in the distance.
Hey, two characters from the same show.
Eureka is great. Alexander Hamilton receives first food from another sponsor. Bruno Mars picked by Pythons while picking berries.
Oh, you cannot speak.
910 and Johnson can be heard in the distance. Klaus, Jonathan Sparrow, Leslie Knope, Andy Dwyer, Star-Lord, Skeet Ulrich, Kanye West, Alex Saltzman, and Thanos. Stephen King begs for J.K. Rowling to kill him. He refuses, keeping Stephen King alive. Those authors gotta watch out for each other. Norman Bates, George Washington, Bruno Mars sleep in shifts. Lincoln thinks about home. Neil deGrasse Tyson, especially from an unknown sponsor. Stephen Salvatore and Pam Beasley work together to drown Alexander Hamilton.
Alexander Hamilton. He'd be Alexander drowning.
Alexander Hamilton. Word Al and Rumpelstiltskin tell stories about themselves to each other. Drake tries to treat his infection. Ron Swanson receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Peter Holland attempts to set fire but is unsuccessful. Gimli, Bill Nye, Nathan Stark, and Paul Mall Cop sleep in shifts. Nemesis says wake on light. Peter Capaldi thinks about home. Ben White turns Jack Carter into a vampire.
No.
Brendan Urie tries to treat his infection. Post Malone, Michael Scott, Ed Sheeran, and Jonathan Young sleep in shifts. Jim Howard passes out from exhaustion. Charles Jazz is awoken by nightmares. Awoken. Brendan Urie discovers a cave. Word Al discovers a cave. Gimli makes a wooden spear. Lincoln clips fruit from a tree. Bill Nye, Paul Mall Cop, Peter Capaldi, and Neil deGrasse Tyson raid Ron Swanson's camp while he's hunting. Bruno Mars stalks Stephen King. Josh Jasmine, Nathan Stark, Ed Sheeran, J.K. Rowling, and Norman Bates hunt for the tributes. Pam Beasley travels high ground.
What is that? How was that?
Stephen Salvatore receives first food from an unknown sponsor. Post Malone begs for Michael Scott to kill him. He refuses, keeping Post Malone alive. George Washington scares Ben White off. Nemesis Slayer picks flowers. Jonathan breaks Jack out his legs with Gorman and crushes his head with the Warhammer.
No.
Jack searches for firewood. Jim Halpert sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Robert Stilton fishes. Camouflage. Peter Holland camouflages from the bushes.
Camouflages himself in bushes.
Two cannons burn in the distance. Alexander Hamilton and Jack Carter. Peter Holland defeats Lincoln in a fight but spares his life. Norman Bates and Paul Mall Cop sleep in shifts. Nemesis Slayer destroys Peter Capaldi's blood while he is asleep. George Washington and J.K. Rowling huddle for warmth. Nathan Stark, Ron Swanson, and Michael Scott cheer for the 6 songs together. Bill Nye receives rescue from the unknown sponsor. Bunny Uri questions to Sandy. Bruno Mars begs for Jim Hamilton to come. He refuses, keeping Bruno Mars alive. Drake lives in a nice guy. Ed Sheeran turns Stephen King into a vampire. Weirdo stabs him White in the neck with an arrow. He grabs the arrow and kicks Van White back. He fires the arrow into his neck. Neil deGrasse Tyson begs for Stephen Salvatore to kill him. He refuses, keeping Neil deGrasse Tyson alive. Post Malone sets up camp for the night. Gimli tries to treat his infection. Jonathan Young, Robert Wilson, Pam Blazin, and Jim with Charles Jazz. The Mr. diverts Ed Sheeran's attention and runs away. Norman Bates turns Charles Jazz into a vampire. Ron Swanson shoots Drake in the eye and legs, and then twice in the chest.
Shit. There goes another one from the music industry.
So Nathan Stark overhears Bunny Yard and Rumpelstiltskin talking in the distance. Pam Beasley discovers a cave. Stephen King receives a new order from an unknown sponsor. Lincoln goes hunting. Bill Nye receives searching for a water source. J.K. Rowling steals Michael Scott while he isn't looking. Weird Al hunts for other tributes. Paul Blart Mall Cop and Peter Capaldi hunt for the tributes. Stephen Salvatore defeats George Washington in fight but spares his life. Gimli collects fruit from a tree. Jonathan Young tries to purify with a trident. Neil deGrasse Tyson turns Peter Hollins into a vampire.
He's drunk now.
Jim Halpert turns Bruno Mars into a vampire. Post Malone thinks about home.
Remember when Jim Halpert said that he got bit by the bat?
Oh my god. A volcano erupts at the center of the arena. Bunny Yuri survives. As Bill Nye trips over J.K. Rowling. As Bill Nye trips over J.K. Rowling into lava, he grabs her and pulls her down him. As Bill Nye trips over J.K. Rowling. Jonathan Young is buried in ash. Yes. Lincoln is buried in ash. No. Ed Sheeran survives. Stephen King suffocates. Bruno Mars survives. Gimli survives. Paul Blart Mall Cop pushes Post Malone in the lava. Charles Jazz survives. Nathan Stark dips his weapon in the lava and kills Neil deGrasse Tyson with it. George Washington survives. Pam dips his weapon in the lava and kills Nemesis there with it. No! Stephen Salvatore survives. Weird Al survives. Jim Halpert survives. Norman Bates is buried in ash. Ron Swanson dips his weapon in the lava and kills Peter Capaldi with it. Peter Hollins dips his weapon in the lava and kills Rumpelstiltskin with it. Michael Scott survives. 13 cannons and burn in the distance. Ben White, Drake, Bill Nye, J.K. Rowling, Jonathan Young, Lincoln, Stephen King, Post Malone, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Nemesis Slayer, Norman Bates, Peter Capaldi, and Rumpelstiltskin. Ed Sheeran finds Nathan Stark, Michael Scott, and Bunny Yuri away from his fire. Paul Blart Mall Cop receives a hatchet from unknown sponsor. Stephen Salvatore sets up camp for the night. Pam Beasley and Bruno Mars sleep in shifts. George Washington tries to sing himself to sleep. Weird Al, Jim Halpert, Ron Swanson, Peter Hollins tells of the ghost to his lively mood. Charles Jazz convinces Gimli to travel with him. The cornucopia is filled with food, weapons, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from two families. Peter Hollins decides not to go. Ed Sheeran decides not to go. Ron Swanson decides not to go. Nathan Stark stabs Charles Jazz in the chest with a machete and pins him to a tree.
Well, that was him.
Michael Scott steals Stephen Salvatore's memoirs. Bruno Mars stabs George Washington's back with a trident. Jim Halpert links Gimli's life to Brendan Urie, then kills Gimli, which also kills Brendan Urie.
Uh-oh.
Paul Blart Mall Cop decides not to go to the feast. Pam Beasley decides not to go to the feast. Weird Al decides not to go to the feast.
Wait, is he holding a deer?
Yes. Stephen Salvatore receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Paul Blart Mall Cop breaks Peter Hollins' legs with Warhammer and then crushes his head with the Warhammer. Yes! Pollins has fallen. Jim Halpert goes hunting. Bruno Mars camouflages himself in the bushes. Michael Scott camouflages himself in the bushes. Pam Beasley cuts Weird Al's arms off with a Morgul blade, then stabs him in the gut, then decapitates him.
Them.
Nathan Stark tends to Ed Sheeran's wounds. Also snacked in dead in his landmine while trying to arm it.
You think you wouldn't make a mistake with the landmine?
710 shots can be heard in the distance. George Washington, Gimli, Brendan Urie, Peter Hollins.
You skipped
Weird
Charles
Al,
Jazza.
Charles Jazza. I managed to skip Charles Jazza. Jim Halpert and Stephen Salvatore run into each other and try truth of the night. Nathan Stark sees fresh from an unknown sponsor. Ed Sheeran, Bruno Mars, Pam Beasley, and Michael Scott tells each other the ghost stories in the mood. Paul Blart Mall Cop quietly hums. It's getting close to the winner. Paul Blart Mall Cop and Ed Sheeran hunt for the tributes. Bruno Mars and Michael Scott hunt for the tributes. Jim Halpert receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Stephen Salvatore receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Nathan Stark turns Pam Beasley into a vampire.
Shit.
No died. No one died. No died.
No died.
Ed Sheeran attempts to set fire, but is unsuccessful. Bruno Mars stabs Paul Blart Mall Cop in the neck with an arrow. He then grabs the arrow and kicks Paul Blart Mall Cop back. He fires the arrow into his neck. Michael Scott loses sight of where he is. Stefan Salvatore and Pam Beasley sleep in shifts. Nathan Stark and Jim Halpert hold hands. Pam Beasley runs at Jim Halpert with a knife. Jim Halpert shoots Pam Beasley in the stomach. Pam Beasley then dies in Jim Halpert's arms.
No! Why?
Michael Scott fishes.
Dude, and that's a perfect one for it.
I know, right? Nathan Stark runs away from Bruno Mars. Ed Sheeran tends to Stefan Salvatore's wounds. Two cancers can burn the distance. Pam Beasley and Paul Blart. Stefan Salvatore woke up by nightmares. Ed Sheeran turns Bruno Mars into a vampire.
Makes sense because he was turned into a vampire earlier.
Mars already been turned into a vampire.
No.
Jim Halpert lets Nathan Stark into his shelter. Michael Scott receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Ed Sheeran sprains his ankle while running away from Bruno Mars. Jim Halpert steals from Stefan Salvatore while he isn't looking. Michael Scott stalks Nathan Stark. No one died. Michael Scott trips Jim Halpert with a bola and then strangles him with a chain.
No.
Michael! Nathan Stark looks at the nice guy. Stefan Salvatore lets Bruno Mars into his shelter. Ed Sheeran dies from hunger. There's only one more member of the music industry.
Wins.
Nathan Stark stabs Stefan Salvatore on the chest with a trident. He pulls Stefan Salvatore over and hits him with a shield.
Well done.
Bruno Mars diverts Michael Scott's attention and runs away. Three cancers murdered in distance. Jim Halpert, Ed Sheeran, and Stefan Salvatore. Michael Scott quietly hums. Bruno Mars and Nathan Stark sleep in shifts. Bruno Mars receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Nathan Stark searches for firewood. Michael Scott dies from thirst.
Uh-oh.
Bruno Mars stabs Nathan Stark in the chest. Does that mean Bruno Mars
No! I
wins?
wanted Nathan to win.
The music industry! Bruno Mars, 3 kills. Nathan Stark, 3 kills. Michael Scott, 2 kills. Stefan, 2 kills. Jim Halpert, 4 kills. Pam Beasley, 3 kills. Paul Mall Cop, 2 kills. Ron Swanson, 3 kills. Lou Dowd, 1 kill. Peter Hollins, 1 kill. Brendan Urie, 2 kills. George Washington, 1 kill. Peter Capaldi, 1 kill. Norman Bates, 1 kill. Nemesis Slayer, 1 kill. Jonathan Young, 1 kill. Jackie Rowling, 2 kills. Drake, 3 kills. Jack Carter, 1 kill. Klaus, 1 kill. What district lost? Let's see. District 12 lost. District 12 was Thanos, Lincoln, Star-Lord, and Hellboy. Alright.
Do you end it?
Oh yeah.
You gotta end the video.
I almost didn't end the video.